Morning, this is Shelby Law with the Great Basin Smoke Dispersion Briefing for Friday, February 5th, 2021. Precipitation for the past 14 days is shown here, and we've had some good storms that have moved through, especially the southern Great Basin over the last couple of weeks, bringing precipitation even up to above normal for portions of southern Nevada and southern Utah. Western Idaho has been a little bit on the dry side for the past couple of weeks, but that's been changing today. So if we look at the past 72 hours of snowfall, here we're showing that snowfall over the central Idaho mountains, western Wyoming, and then some over northern Utah as well. And our current snow depth is pretty good across the mountains of Idaho and Wyoming. Still below normal over Utah and much of Nevada, but those values are coming up as we do have a couple of storms continuing to move through. This morning's satellite imagery is showing the low moving off to the east. This low that we had moved through over the past couple of days, bringing some precip to the area. Continuing snow showers over the higher elevations of Idaho, Wyoming, and northern Utah through part of the day today before drying for the weekend. So dry by this afternoon as that moisture moves off to the east. Ventilation rates are pretty good across much of the geographic area for today. We do have gusty north to northwest winds in place as that low moves off to the east, and mixing heights are pretty high as well. On Saturday, continued dry pattern in place over the geographic area with ventilation rates still pretty favorable over Idaho and portions of Utah, but coming down across the south as that high pressure begins to move into California and into the southern Great Basin. So Saturday, still seeing some gustier winds in place over Idaho, Wyoming, and portions of northern and northeast Utah, but winds lightening up over Nevada and southern Utah. Mixing heights are still pretty high across those same areas as well, but we'll see the mixing heights decreasing over Nevada and southern Utah, where the wind speeds lighten up and warmer temperatures move in. On Sunday, we'll see continued generally sunny skies and warmer temperatures across much of the geographic area. Some of the warmest temperatures we've seen for a week or so. Ventilation rates are pretty favorable across the north, but lower across Utah and Nevada. Still some gusty winds hang on across the north, especially over the Uintas and into western Wyoming, with lighter winds elsewhere over Nevada and Utah. Mixing heights still staying higher across Idaho and Utah and lower over Nevada, especially across the west. Forecasted clearing index for Utah is shown here. Pretty favorable values today in Utah, and then decreasing for Saturday and Sunday. The 3-day precip totals are shown here. We're really just looking at some precip coming in, continuing to come in through today, and then moving out by this evening and into tomorrow. So lingering snow in these areas today. On Monday, we'll see some more moisture move into the Great Basin. Won't see a ton of precipitation, but definitely some across central Nevada and central Utah as that moves through with the low to the north and east. Ventilation rates improve for Monday across Idaho and Utah and western and eastern Nevada. More of the same on Tuesday, with that moisture still in place over Utah and Nevada for some continued showers there. Ventilation rates still staying favorable over Utah, eastern Nevada, and Idaho. We'll clear things out on Wednesday as that moisture moves off to the east and ventilation rates remain good. And then on Thursday, another low moves into Canada, and we kind of see that little troughiness move into the Great Basin as well, and could see possibly some snow showers in Idaho with this one, and ventilation rates remain high. So accumulations for days 4 and 5 are shown here. Not looking for a ton of precipitation, but it is going to come in across that area of central Nevada and Utah. Particularly the higher elevations of Utah will see some, but looking dry by next week for Idaho, with some precip over western Wyoming. The extended forecast going into the middle of February is putting a lot of cold air over the eastern U.S. We'll see some of that cold air over Idaho and eastern Utah as well, with a warmer signal over southern Nevada. And the precipitation trends showing above normal chances for precip over mainly Idaho and Wyoming, with a drier signal over Utah and Nevada. This concludes today's smoke dispersion briefing. Please check back next Monday, for the latest updates.